quickest ways to piggyback off of Instagram influencers. In this presentation, we're going to be looking at one of the most powerful strategies that any business or brand can use to promote itself, leveraging the power of influencers. An influencer is someone who has already amassed a large number of followers and trust on social media. They might regularly post to YouTube, Instagram, or somewhere else, and either way, they will now control the hearts and minds of thousands or even millions of followers. The good news is that these people are individuals, and many are just hobbyists. That means that they will often be excited at the prospect of working with a big brand. That's you. And especially if there is financial incentive involved. This is a win-win situation then. So how do you go about getting the most from the method? Choose wisely. The first tip is to ensure that you choose your influencers wisely. Don't necessarily go for the biggest person in the niche first, as they will get hundreds of offers a month, and you may not be able to compete. Instead, choose an influencer who is currently on the way up. They'll enjoy the boost they get from you, and you'll get to grow with them. Send review products. One of the quickest, easiest, and cheapest ways to get promotion from an influencer is to send them a product to review on their channel. Just send them your product early to give them the exclusive, or to make it an exciting prospect, and often you'll get free coverage. Of course, this doesn't guarantee a positive review, though, so make sure the product is good, the approach is right, and the influencer is fair. Pay for a shout-out. Paying for a shout-out of some form is a very quick and easy way to get access to a large audience. This can be as simple as sponsoring a video and getting a short message at the start. Message them. Easier still, just message the creator and see if they respond. Team up for an ad. A little more involved, but still highly effective, is to team up for an ad. This means you're going to pay to have an ad created and/or put in the time and effort to create one yourself. However, you're going to star the creator, which will give them a massive boost and give your video a massive boost. Personal branding in the modern day of social media. Personal branding is an immensely fascinating concept when it comes to marketing, and one that will be naturally interesting to many people. Essentially, personally branding means taking your name and your image and turning that into your brand. This is a way for people to potentially achieve a minor form of celebrity online, hence the mass appeal, while also presenting an opportunity for businesses to reach a much larger audience in a far more personal and impactful way. In this presentation, we're going to look at what personal branding is, why it's exciting, and how you can make the most of it. Personal brands explained. The best way to explain a personal brand is to suggest a few examples you can learn from. Take Tim Ferriss, for instance. Tim Ferriss is a prominent creator, an author, a podcaster, and someone who has a massive online following. Part of Tim's success comes down to his branding. Notice how you know his name rather than a company. The same goes for someone like Tony Robbins, or perhaps Pat Flynn. These are people whose names come first. Elliot Hulse or the Hodge twins are similar examples, as are many more YouTube personalities. If you choose to create a personal brand, then the name of your social media account is your name. The things you post are clips from your life, and the business name takes a back seat. Why it works. There are many reasons that personal branding works well, and particularly when combined with social media. For starters, a personal brand makes your website and business feel much more personal, and it makes people feel as though they know you and can relate to you. That means they'll feel as though they can trust you, and in turn, that means they'll be willing to buy from you. Another reason it works is because people love living vicariously. People love getting an insight into the lives of others, and this way, your social media will become much more interesting and addictive to follow. Finally, though, using yourself as your brand allows you to sell the value proposition. A value proposition drives most successful products. This is the promise for what your product can do for people. It is the lifestyle you're promoting and the emotional hook. By having a personal social media account, you can show yourself living the lifestyle you're selling. And when you do that, people will be inspired to buy your product. 3 ways to use Google Plus for better search engine rankings. Google Plus, it would be fair to say, has not been quite the roaring success that Google hoped it would be. Google Plus was very much promoted as being a contender that could go up against the likes of Facebook and Twitter. The reality, though, was that it never quite gained the huge following that it hoped, and that it quickly was written off as not really being a success. So, should you, as a creator, ignore Google Plus? The answer is a massive no. And the big reason for this is that Google Plus can still benefit you in other ways. Let's look at how. Add +1 buttons. There was a time when Google promised creators that adding +1 buttons to their pages could help them to rank better on the SERPs. Unfortunately, it's unclear as to whether or not this is really the case. Some creators report that Google Plus massively helps their rankings, while others have accused Google of lying. Either way, it doesn't hurt to include this option and potentially reap the rewards. What's more is that this will certainly get you into the personalized SERPs for anyone in your network, and anyone in the networks of other people who have hit the button. Share in communities. Google Plus communities are a little like subreddits. These are online communities where people with shared interests can meet, post links, and have discussions. When you post something here, you can get seen by everyone in that community, and hopefully get a few more +1s as a result, which boosts your ranking. Communities are a fantastic option because they are targeted and give you a massive audience, but they aren't as competitive or as oversaturated as the aforementioned subreddits or numerous online communities. Build your network. If you get lots of people to follow you on Google+, then all the people who do will see your posts when you share them to your page, and will all have those posts come up in their personalized search. The easiest way to grow your Google+ network is to spend time in the communities engaging in discussion, to follow other users, and to keep posting content. Don't forget as well that you can promote all your social media accounts, both on your website and through any other form of media, be that a YouTube channel or anything else. Where to find free graphics and images for your social posts. Images are absolutely crucial for your social media campaigns. While it may be your copy that provides the real meat of your messages and the value, it's the images that will attract attention and get people to share, like, and click. What's more is that an image can immediately elevate your message in a massive way and make an entire page or even website appear more professional, more polished, and more trustworthy as a result. The only problem? Many of us don't have the necessary skill, time, or know-how to create these high-quality images for our own social media channels. Listen up then, and let's take a look at some of the best places you can find high-quality images to use for free. Stock image sites. One way to get images is by using stock sites. These include the likes of iStockPhoto, Stock Exchange, and Unsplash. All of these sites provide a selection of different images that you can use completely for free, as well as some that you will need to buy a license for. There are also some interesting alternatives for sites that are a little different. For instance, New Old Stock is a website that shares old images that no longer have any copyright license attached. These are perfect for retro-themed channels and posts. Similar is Vintage Printable. This is a site that offers a ton of fascinating vintage images within a range of different categories. Smart Tricks. There are other smart tricks you can use too. One is to search Google Images or Imager using advanced settings to show up only Creative Commons images. Another useful strategy is to simply try reaching out to creators with images that you want to use. Try following photographers on social media or visiting their websites. If they post images that you like the looks of, then simply get in touch and ask for permission to use them. There are a variety of ways you can create images too. For example, a screenshot of a computer game or film can count as fair use and be used to accompany a post. Similarly, you can create some great images by arranging items in your home. There are plenty of ways to fill your social media accounts with stunning images, so don't give up if the answer isn't obvious right away.